Thank you, Sean. Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to take a minute to thank Cecil and the Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring this great event and for including Modesto City Schools in the presentation, because we're very proud of our program offerings and our students. I'm extremely proud of the programs, pathways, and academies that Modesto City Schools has to offer our students. It's always a treat for me to visit our high school campuses and to talk with the students involved in these programs. Last month, I had the opportunity to visit a small engines class at Bayer, and I spoke to a student who is a senior, and so following graduation, he's going to move to Germany. This has all been arranged, and he's going to attend the BMW mechanics school. This student was focused, driven, well-spoken, and confident. I left that class, as I often do when visiting our students, just amazed. But these are the type of students that these academies and pathways are turning out. I'm so excited for you to hear about our programs, pathways, and academies from some of the people that know them the best, and that's our students. If you hear about a program today that you think could benefit from a partnership with our organization, or you think that your organization could benefit from a partnership with one of our programs, please contact me. We're always looking for partnerships because we believe collaboration is key. So thank you for supporting such an important event, and it's very worthwhile. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you our Director of Alternative and Vocational Education, Mr. Mike Henderson.
Good afternoon and thank you. Our theme is preparing for tomorrow today, and Superintendent Abel has been actively engaged in our programs and has reinvigorated the discussion about building stronger partnerships to prepare our students for post-secondary options, whatever those may be. She's been expecting more of all of us, and we appreciate her leadership and support. While I'm here representing Modesto, let me quickly acknowledge my colleagues from Ceres to Turlock, Oakdale, Sonora, Patterson, and others in between for your outstanding programs and people to provide career tech opportunities to students in your communities. Under the umbrella of the Yosemite ROP, our combined 136 teachers taught 84 different types of courses in 15 different industry sectors, serving nearly 8,000 high school and adult students last year with relevant and exciting learning through career tech education. In Modesto City Schools specifically, we're responsible for educating nearly 30,000 students annually, about half of which are in high school. Last year, close to half of those took career tech ed courses, which take many forms such as career academies, pathways, ROP, or specialized programs that infuse occupational skills. Whether you're in education, business and industry, or simply a member of the community, with these sheer numbers of students in our district and the compounding impact their success has on the collective goals of our community, from either educational, employment, and economic perspectives, we all have a vested interest in the success of these programs and the students they educate. We're not only open to, but we are actively pursuing stronger connections with the vested stakeholders in our community, whether they be post-secondary education, training facilities, business and industry, or community organizations. A common theme among the Expect More committees was the need to better market our programs. Our CTE group felt the same, and we've been well received by local publications. In MCS, we held a tour of our specialized programs for business and community leaders last year, and what we found was a bit of an awareness gap. Their comments reflected not knowing that some of the programs existed and being impressed by their innovation, their rigor, and how transformative they were for students who described them as deeply meaningful. On the academy front, MCS currently has 7 career academies in operation, many of which operate as California Partnership Academies. The outcomes are captured in the following statewide data from academies operating under the Partnership Academy Network. 50% of the students are selected based on at-risk criteria, and the vast majority, 80 to 90+% of them, meet a high attendance and on-track criteria, credit criteria, and academies as a whole boast a 95% graduation rate compared to a statewide average of 85%, with significant gains for special subgroup populations. Last year, nearly half of our high school students took career tech courses. The top 5 industry sectors based on enrollment are listed on the slide. Ag and natural resources led the way, and some were surprised to hear that over 2,500 students, 18% of our total high school population, were enrolled in Ag or FFA, followed by the remaining industry sectors as shown on the slide. Whether they're career academies or pathways or other specialized programs, the common threads that run through these career tech programs are the integration of core academic content and applied learning, ROP, often taught by instructors who started their careers in industry, then came into education, so they bring that industry experience with them, teaching students directly, a community classroom component, employability skills and workplace expectations that are embedded into the curriculum. It is part of what they do in the class. A dual emphasis on not only technical skills, depending on the industries represented, but also soft skills. I'm proud to introduce to you today just 5 of our many outstanding career tech programs, each with a video, a student speaker, and a representative from business and industry. By way of introduction at the outset, for FFA, the industry speaker is Jake Wenger of Wood Colony Nut Company. For medical and health, Carla Mensonides, the healthcare career coordinator at Memorial Medical Center. For culinary arts, owner of Surla's Restaurant, John Surla. On behalf of robotics, Bill O'Brien, County Board of Supervisors and owner of O'Brien's Market. And for media technology, Dan Schloss of Echo Media Productions. Enjoy a look at some of the great things that are happening in Modesto City Schools.
I wanted to become a director. I really want to go to a video art school, really get my degree and probably pursue that more.
It's a really good program. It teaches me a lot that I didn't know. Watching movies in the movie theater, I think, oh, this is so easy, but now that I'm in the program, it's teaching me that you can't just make a perfect shot appear and you can't do perfect angles just standing in one spot.
My name is Devin Azevedo. My name is Adrian Gordado, and we're in Downey Multimedia. In this class, we learn Photoshop, we learn photography, multimedia, graphic design. It's more than just video recording. It's like so many different ways of expressing yourself in different forms of media.
My name is Logan Pasher. I've been in this program all 4 years of high school, and this has been my dedication. We work on professional grade equipment, which you can walk into any shop, any print shop, and they'll have it. I have always been back here helping with VC. Whenever he needs my help, I'll always be here to help.
JNN starts now. Juniors, there will be another homecoming meeting today in room K105.
This is a representation of your physical sphere of influence, quite personal. This is your vocal sphere of influence. Your voice has the potential to reach ears hundreds of feet away. This is your sphere of influence when you're online. Hopefully this isn't new news to you, because every tweet, every Facebook post, and every YouTube comment can be seen by someone, somewhere, without you knowing it. So keep that in mind next time you're using the internet, because your voice reaches out across the world. But it starts with a small decision. Anyone can bully. Will you?
The red guy in the video is me, by the way. Good afternoon. My name is Timothy Gallagher. I'm a junior at Gregory High School. Just to talk about the video for a second, I shot the original footage in front of a green screen. I was using a Panasonic AVC camera. I rendered the rest of the video using Adobe After Effects, and I was fortunate enough to win a superior medal at the JEA National Convention in Seattle. I've been involved with the digital media program since I arrived at school as a freshman. It's given me the opportunity to use professional equipment, learn new software, interact with a team, and I think, more importantly, grow. One thing in particular that I've learned is the ability to step out of my comfort zone. 3 years ago, I wouldn't have imagined myself up here. I'm not a really big public speaker, but here I am, and I believe it's because I put myself in an environment that pushed me and stretched me into improving. I believe the greatest gift you can give a high school student is opportunity. Opportunity to grow, to experiment, and to create. And the digital media program has given me just that. Throughout my time in the program, I've had the chance to attend various conferences. I've led a team of fellow students in creating the school's first broadcast, which you might have seen. Last year, my advisor recruited myself and 2 other students to go teach a workshop at a literacy conference. Currently, I'm working on a documentary about our school's football team, which, if you didn't know, we just won our first varsity game last week. And I was lucky enough to be there and film it all, so yeah. All this is so valuable to me because it's teaching me real-life skills in a way I can relate to. What's so remarkable about the program is how engaging it is. For all the educators here, I think you can relate to this. The more engaging the lesson is, the easier the student can learn it. And when you let students operate cameras and work with Macs, you see them get excited. They enjoy coming to class. It offers them a safe place to make mistakes, except I don't believe in mistakes. I believe in learning opportunities. Right now, I'm learning to stay on schedule. And I think my 2 minutes is about up. Thank you very much.
Okay, it looks like I'm batting cleanup here. My 30-minute speech, I have been told, has been reduced to 3 minutes. But that's okay, don't panic. I watched the Emmys a couple nights ago. I know how to do this. My name is Dan Schloss. My company is Echo Media Productions. In the industry, we're known as a boutique video production company in that we have less than 10 employees. And when we have a project that comes up, whether it's a documentary, a wedding, promotional video, commercial, we have lists of people that we keep and we go to bring in the talent that we need to complete these projects. So when I was asked by Brad Cornwell, an instructor at Johansen High School in the media and video production division, to come and assist his students in the every 15-minute project, I was thrilled. It was a great opportunity. I'm sure most of you know what the Every 15 Minutes project is, but for those who don't, it's the CHP program that's put on at the high schools where they simulate a drunk driving accident in front of the students. It's pretty horrific, lots of blood and guts and gore. But moreover, the students at the school videotaped it, and then they have to show it the next day at an assembly, and it's a real time cruncher in the world of video editing. So I got to see how they worked. I brought some specialized equipment that they could use, and I was very impressed. So after this, Brad asked me if he could intern for me at my company while he was on his summer break, and I was thrilled to have him. I was a little hesitant having the teacher with me, but I haven't had to perform in front of a teacher for several years. But I guess I did well. So Brad was able to show me, when he worked with me, some of the talents that he had, and moreover, he was able to take the things that we did and bring them back to the students so they could understand what he did on a production site. From that, we transitioned into Brad contacting me and asking me if I would consider taking on one of his former students, Derek, who I had worked with at the Every 15 Minutes project. And of course, absolutely, I would not have turned that down at all. I've done a couple of projects with Derek now, and what I've noticed is when he first came to me, other than knowing concept and technology and theory of how to shoot video production, things like framing a shot, the rule of thirds, how to do audio, the things that somebody in my business would expect a newbie to know when he came up to the camera. He presented himself in a way that I was very impressed with. I tell people that work with me that we dress in black, as you can see by the camera operators. That's so that we don't take attention away from the talent who's on the stage, which is usually our client. When I mentioned this to Derek, He showed up in a nice black shirt, a black tie, black pants. He presented himself well, shook hands, looked me in the eye, had no hesitation about asking questions, which is a different contrast to some of the students or the kids that I've had before who think that dressing in black is wearing their best AC/DC t-shirt, shorts, and flip-flops. So this was a very refreshing moment for me to have him. He's done wonderful. I plan on using him for more projects. I have some other projects coming up in the future that I'd like to get other students involved in. If you're a teacher, thank you. I don't think we thank our teachers enough for what they do. I think we all appreciate you. Same here. If you're in business and you're here thinking about getting involved in this project, I would suggest that you jump in with both feet. It's a wonderful project. It really paid off for me, and I have no hesitation to stay in the project. In closing, I'd like to thank Mike Henderson and the Chamber of Commerce, Modesto City Schools, for asking me to be here. I'd also like to thank my wife for being with me and my agent. I'm sorry, that was part of the Emmys thing that I recorded. Thank you very much. I'd love to talk to you. Bye-bye.
My name's Seth Lemons.
And my name's Victor Magallon.
We're from Thomas Downey Mechanics.
And we're ready to work.
We're trained and we're ready to work.
I'm Michaela Scully and I'm in the Enox VET program and I'm ready to work.
I'm Marina Nishida and I'm in the Enox FFA program and I'm ready to work.
In closing, Modesto City Schools is proud of our programs and our students who take part in them. Like the students, we stand ready to work to strengthen and deepen our connections with business, industry, and post-secondary institution. Thank you for this opportunity to extend an open invitation for partnership.